I did made a video where I explain my theory why these engines fail. I want to add something else today. So I did explain how I believe there is oil dilution. Also, there is very low RPM driving, which is forcing on the engine. So just check this video in the comment section. Also, for those who live in cold areas, make sure you read this. I added some extra information which is important. It's also on the pinned comment. Now, there seems to be an extra problem with these engines. Some persons on YouTube did tear down failed seized engines, and they find out the connecting rod bearings number 3 had more wear, actually sometimes completely destroyed spoon, than the other rod bearings. All rod bearings had wear, but the number 3, sometimes it seems it's more prone to self-destruction, but this does not happen on all seized engines. So it seems there is an extra problem on top of what I did describe in this video. And my understanding for this is that we have a high pressure fuel pump which sits on top of the engine. So it's a secondary pump for GDI engines. This pump just pushes with high pressure fuel towards the injectors, and the location of this pump, you can tell from this picture, or maybe look at your engine. This is cylinder number 1, 2, 3 and 4. It's at the right of the pump, so it sits in between the 2, 3 and 4 cylinders number 3 and 4. And this pump, sometimes it's prone to leak. Either it's this plunger, sort of a cam, which is activating the pump. It starts making a pitching noise. I have a video on my channel. It wears off because of oil dilution. This is lubricated with oil from the engine. It's pushed up the oil. And so this may be one of the problems, but it's quite a bit known that some of this pump will start leaking either oil or fuel, sometimes from a hose, from a line that's not correctly inserted, which has to be replaced when the pump is replaced, but also it may leak internally, and that leak may finally arrive at cylinder number 3 with gasoline. So if the cylinder number 3 is sprayed with gasoline from this pump, what happens is the cylinder wall get soaked with gasoline, and they actually need to have a oil film on them to prevent for wear when the rings are running along the piston wall. So if gasoline is washing away that oil that's coating the cylinder wall, it's a very, very thin film of oil, then the cylinder wall starts wearing off, and this increases the friction between the piston and the wall, and also increases the pressure on the connecting rod number 3, for the rod number 3. So all this goes together, and these kind of leaks, I'll explain in a moment when it happens, may explain why on some of those blown, failed, seized engines, it's the number 3 bearings that have really severe wear and sometimes completely gone, spoon and pieces, compared to the other rods from the other pistons. So why does this happen? It's difficult to say. Maybe the pump has been replaced and the seal that seals the pump has not been properly installed. Maybe people had greasy hands when they put the seal back in place. Maybe that part, the plunger has worn. So check for high pitching sound, and check my video. There's a video where I compare normal sound with very worn plunger sound. But also maybe at the factory, when the worker disinstalled the seals, maybe they didn't put in properly. And I'm saying this because there seems to be quite frequent the seals, actually the gasket from the top of the engine, the valve cover gasket, it's leaking onto the spark plugs holes. It's very common, that problem. It varies. That's a different problem, but that may show you that, tell us that the workers, Korean workers at the factory, simply don't wash their hands when they install gaskets, seals, and so on. So they have greasy hands, they put some seal, maybe they put a greasy seal, the seal got grease on it, they install the seal for the pump, and then right away the pump starts leaking gasoline inside the cylinder number 3. This is just a theory. I don't have a confirmation. I'm going to link you 2 videos that show this kind of severe wear on connecting rod for number 3. And just keep this in mind. Unfortunately, I don't think there is a way to detect this kind of leak at the pump unless it's a worn plunger, or if you want cam activator for the pump, which is going to make noise. Otherwise, if the pump is leaking at the seal internally into the cylinder number 3, I don't know how you detect that other than the oil will smell gasoline, but that's really subjective, right? It may be a slow leak, a big leak. It may not really cause smell to your engine oil. Just be aware of these situations. Try to replace your engine oil every maybe 3,000 miles, especially if you are doing mostly short trips. Try to use 5W30 or 0W30 instead of W20. Try to use synthetic. Change your oil more often, and hopefully you don't get this kind of problem. And check my other videos. My other video here, I'm going to link you in the comment section. Again, I didn't mention in the video about cold weather, very cold weather, actually below 10 Fahrenheit. Just make sure you notice this. It's in the comment section. I did, wait a second, I did pin a comment where let's go. Okay, so I did pin this comment. Just make sure you read it and to get some more information about the video.